on this account is $13,318.98.
Give me the number again.
$13,318.98.
All right. Do you have anything else for your opening statement?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Leipert, would you like to make an opening statement?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, was trying to consolidate some bills and figure out exactly what I owed and what it was. I'm still waiting for the statements to come over to me. But yeah, we're trying to get everything consolidated to make the payments of things that I owe.
I mean, do you contest the debt?
I don't know how much. I mean, like I said, I'd asked for the statements. I was waiting for them to send me the statements so I could look at them. I was consolidating debt and credit cards, so I was going through it. Just after COVID or through COVID, my wife was hospitalized, so I was trying to consolidate my debts. That's what I was going through.
Ms. Bouton, have you guys tried to settle this?
I did reach out to the defendant recently via email. I sent over the link just in case he hadn't gotten it, and also asked if he was interested in resolving this matter. I also asked for any evidence that he wanted to put on in trial today, and I received no response.
Mr. Leipert, did you respond to her email?
I do not remember receiving that email.
Let me look at the email address that I used. Perhaps there was a discrepancy there. I went off of what's in the answer. I used zachleipert@gmail.com.
Yep, and that is my email address, yes.
And it didn't bounce back, so I don't.
Yeah, I do not remember seeing that. I apologize.
Do you want to, I can put you into a breakout room and you guys could try to work something out, or we can just go forward with the trial?
I'm open to discussion, Mr. Leipert, if you like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Leipert, just so you're clear on what's happening. So if you settle this, or whether you settle this or not in the breakout room, you have to come back to this room.
Sure.
So you can tell the court whether the case is settled or we need to go forward with the trial. But you don't have a whole lot of time because we have one other case we're going to go ahead and try, and we're going to say this isn't a situation where you're going to get a reset. This case is set for trial. There's no continuance, and so you need to either work this out today or we're going to finish the trial. Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, could we also be put in the breakout room with my witness, Brandon Ferguson?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Ferguson on the other case too, or just on this one?
Just on this one.
Okay. And Mr. Leipert, do you know how to go into a breakout room once you get a?
I don't.
Okay, so you'll just have to click on the link that comes up on your screen.
Okay, it'll just pop up.
Yeah, it should just pop up. So I'm putting Brandon Ferguson, Constant Bouton, and Zach Leipert. Nobody else, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you see the link? You'll just hit join.
Accommodations for us to be able to do this in person.
Okay. All right. Tony, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Let's go on the record on DC 2200795, Bank of America versus Ron Neff. Counsel and parties make your appearances.
Attorney Tracy Parsons for Bank of America.
And I'm Ron Neff.
All right, let's go ahead and proceed with your trial. Ms. Parsons, you want to make your opening statement?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is in regards to a Bank of America account that was opened on September 14th, 2017. I believe the evidence will show that the last payment was made in November 6, 2020, and that the account was then charged off in June of 2021, and that the balance at that time was $22,194.42, we will be asking for a judgment in the amount of $22,194.42 plus court costs. We are not seeking post-judgment interest or attorney's fees.
All right, Mr. Neff.
Yes, Your Honor, yesterday my lawyer filed bankruptcy for me. I have the case number, or I can show you the document if you like.
Okay. We would need a suggestion of bankruptcy. Ron, did we receive that in this case? Let me see if we got one.
No, it just was filed yesterday, so I'm sure that hasn't happened.
Well,
No, I
your attorney has to file what's called a suggestion of bankruptcy to close the case. Has he done that yet?
I don't know. I'll have to get with him.
I don't see it online.
You want to take a break and you can call your attorney?
Yes. Suggestion of bankruptcy. All righty. Yeah, let me give him a call.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and mute you, and then once you're ready, just come back on, okay?
Thank you.
Actually. Okay, I see the Jesus Martinez is here. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
All right, what are you here for?
Estoy aquí para demandar a la compañía Ríos. ¿Cómo se llama?
I'm here for the lawsuit against the company GB Construction and Remodeling.
Yeah, and the person who's with you, who are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm his interpreter.
Okay, are you certified?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Tony, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Let's go on the record on DC 1919003, Jesus Martinez versus GV Construction and Remodeling LLC. At all, counsel make your appearances or parties. You'll need to state his name.
Jesús Martínez.
Jesus Martinez.
All right. Let me go ahead and swear in the interpreter. Ma'am, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you'll faithfully translate the matters in this case from Spanish to English, from English to Spanish, to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
All right. He's now allowed to make an opening statement.
¿Quiere hacer usted un alegato inicial? Explicar el caso.
Sí. Mi caso se quemó. Llegó Ríos García, me dijo que me iba a cobrar alrededor de $180,000 y me dijo que le diera $20,000 para empezar.
Yes, my house burned down and this man Rios Garcia approached me and he told me that he could build a new house for $180,000 and I just needed to give him a $20,000 down payment.
Después, cuando le di los $20,000 en cash check, se fue y ya no hizo absolutamente nada y nunca contestó el teléfono.
After I gave him the $20,000 in a cashier's check, he disappeared. He never did anything and he stopped answering any phone calls.
And I see there's an Abby Velasquez that just showed up. What are you here for, ma'am?
I'm here for GB Construction for Abigail Velasquez. I'm sorry, I said Abby.
Okay. Ma'am, you'll need to turn on your camera, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
The interpreter's name and license number, please.
Vanessa Jordan, master's license number 2404.
All right, Ms. Velasquez. So you're here on behalf of GV Construction and Remodeling LLC. Are you an attorney?
No.
Okay, you're not allowed to represent them. Are you representing any individual parties in this case?
Well, I know that my name was on there as well for Abigail Velasquez.
Let me see. It says that GB Constructions LLC is a defendant. Abigail Velasquez, okay, is a defendant. It's a little confusing here. All right. And you can represent yourself to the extent you're a defendant, so you can go ahead and make your opening statement. Go ahead, you may proceed, Ms. Velasquez.
Okay, no, I was just dialing in because I know we had another we had a back in, I want to say July or August. And then I just got an email, and I know last time I spoke to you, you said that you were already going to do the default judgment. So I was under the impression under that. So then I got another email saying that we have court again today. So I wasn't sure what was going on.
We're in trial right now. That's what's going on. If you'd like to make an opening statement, you can.
I'm sorry?
If you'd like to make an opening statement, you can. Are you waiving your opening statement? Ms. Velasquez, you need to tell me what you're doing.
Well, I wanted to see what was going on. I wasn't sure what. Remember last time?
We're in trial.
Okay.
Did you wish to make an opening statement?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I just don't know what's going on. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. What it is if you have any defense you want to make in this case, you can state it. If you don't, if you just want to waive your defense, you can do that as well.
Okay, for what? Well, for the case, from my understanding, there was demo done to the home. That's what it was paid for. The money, the demolition was taking place. Everything was cleaned out. So I'm not sure where he's saying that that there was no work done there.
Okay. All right. Mr. Martinez, go ahead and call your first witness.
I call myself.
Mr. Martinez, please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
Ok, yo tengo testigos, personas que fueron a limpiar a mi casa, demolieron todo y después contraté un contratista donde yo tengo un contrato donde él me está cobrando todo lo que es la demolición.
I have people and witnesses that can testify that I hired a contractor that to do the demolition and to clean everything up.
Contraté a un contratista para que hiciera el trabajo y él tiene todos los recibos, todo lo que se gastó.
I hired a contractor to do the job and he has all the receipts with everything that was spent.
Y este señor Ríos García, desde que le di los $20,000, le di un cheque primero, después él me lo rechazó, me dijo que le hiciera un cashier check.
This man, Rios Garcia, since I gave him the check, first I gave him a check, but he refused it. He told me to turn it into a cashier's check for $20,000.
Y después ya no volvió.
And then he never came back.
Después, esos $20,000 que yo conseguí, alguien más me los prestó con intereses y pagué mucho interés por eso, porque Río sabía que yo no tenía dinero para construir mi casa.
Those $20,000 that I gave him, I had to borrow those from somebody else, and I had to borrow it with a lot of interest. And Mr. Rios knew that because he knew that I didn't have money to build my house.
Le dije que cómo voy a pagarle el resto si no tenía dinero. Me dijo que cuando la construyera la hipotecara y después de ahí le iba a pagar el resto.
I asked him, how am I going to pay you the balance if I don't have any money? And he said that once he built it, I could get a mortgage on it, and that's how I would pay him the rest. That's it.
Ms. Velasquez, did you have any questions for him?
Oiga, so Ríos nunca fue a hacer la demolición porque yo estaba. Oh, can I speak Spanish or speak English? I'm sorry.
Speak English.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Martinez, so Rios never went to go do the demolition at your home?
Nunca lo hizo.
He never did it.
Neither the workers?
No, solamente él fue una vez, me hizo un, ¿cómo se dice? Mini contrato. Un mini contrato, y después al otro día fue y le di el depósito de $20,000 y después ya no volvió.
He came one time and he gave me like a mini contract, and the next day is when he came back and I gave him the deposit for the 20,000, and then he never came back.
Usted es el que vive allí. Oh my God, es que estoy toda confundida, ni sé. ¿Cuál es su dirección?
Blue Ridge.
No.
You need to ask questions in English.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just a habit. When they speak to me in Spanish, I respond in Spanish. I'm so sorry.
okay.
What is your address?
3306 Blue Ridge Lane, Garland, Texas, 75042.
3306 Blue Ridge Lane, Garland, Texas, 75042.
Ms. Velasquez, do you have any other questions?
Señora Velázquez, ¿tiene alguna otra pregunta?
No. No, that's it.
Mr. Martinez, did you want to say anything else?
Señor Martínez, ¿quiere decir algo más?
Sí, yo necesito que me paguen los $20,000. Esto fue hace 3 años. Estuve pagando a un abogado. Las citas de la corte me las hacían más largas. Me daban otra cita y estuve pagando mucho por abogado.
Yes, I need to get my $20,000 back. This case has lasted over 3 years. I've had to pay a lot of money to the lawyer. We've had multiple appointments at the court and they've kept getting reset, and I need to get my money back.
Y pagué intereses por los $20,000 también.
And I also paid interest on the $20,000.
Ms. Velasquez, did you have any other questions?
I don't.
Questions?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Mr. Martinez, call your next witness.
No, ya no.
I don't have any other witnesses.
All right. Ms. Velasquez, call your first witness.
I don't have anyone.
Okay. All right, we're going to go to closing arguments. Mr. Martinez, would you like to make a closing argument?
Sí, entonces, de hecho ya lo había hecho. Tuve que pagar a otro abogado para que me hiciera el resumen de todo lo que yo quiero, y eso al parecer ya se los había mandado a ustedes a la corte, pero como la señora Velázquez apareció en Zoom, entonces ya no procedió lo que yo estaba pidiendo.
I had paid another attorney to file a relief requested with the court last time we had a hearing, but that's the first time that Ms. Velasquez appeared. So that's when it got extended again to this date. So I think the court already has the relief that I requested.
Ms. Velasquez, do you have a closing argument you'd like to make?
Señora Velázquez, ¿tiene usted un alegato final que quisiera hacer?
Well, all I gotta say is,
Puedo decir
I
es,
I guess I have the job mixed up. I'm
creo
not sure.
que irás el
I
trabajo.
was not aware of this
Yo no tenía-
job. And I apologize, Mr.
y le pido
Martinez. I really
disculpas,
don't know.
yo en realidad no sé.
I'm looking right now at the jobs and I'm looking at a job that I thought for part of it, but last time when we were talking about it, I thought it was Garland, so I was thinking this other job we did on Francis Drive. I don't know why I was thinking that was yours.
Francis Drive, pero
And
confundida.
yeah, and I just want to apologize. I'm not sure what Rio did.
No sé qué cosa fue lo que hizo Ríos.
I wasn't aware of your job. I'm looking at the stuff that I was in, and I guess it was me that fell through my cracks. And
Y parece que se le pasó.
I mean, I don't know what to say anymore.
No sé qué decir.
That's it.
Okay.
Eso es todo.
Ms. Velasquez, can you repeat the last, you cracked up on me. You said you're looking at, you said you guessed it was what? You wasn't aware of the
I was
job?
thinking it was another job because I'm looking at my records here, but it's for Francis Drive, not for his job.
No para Blue Ridge Drive.
So I was confusing.
Así que estaba confundiendo. Estaba confundiendo trabajo de Blue Ridge.
Okay. The court will enter judgment in favor of the plaintiff. Rhonda, there's something here that says an order for default judgment. This isn't a default judgment because they filed an answer, but I can work with that. It's on 6/7/22. Could you go ahead and put that in my queue?
I'm sorry, Judge, can you repeat that?
It's on 6/7/22 in this file.
Uh-huh.
If you could put that in my queue.
Okay, I will.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll get this signed by the end of the day.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Thank you, guys.
And Your Honor, will you email it to will it get emailed to Mr. Martinez?
Miss Rhonda, if he calls and asks for it, Rhonda can email it to him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about the Lippert case. Did you guys work out an agreement?
We did, Your Honor. Parties have settled and request that this case now be moved to the court's inactive docket for approximately 30 days to allow us time to get the settlement documents exchanged and filed.
All right, let's quickly do this. Tony, are you still there?
Yes, Judge.
Let's go on the record on cause number DC 21-17709. Counsel and parties make your appearances.
Constance Mutong appearing for the plaintiff, Discover Bank.
Zach Libert appearing for the defendant pro se.
And as I understand it, the case has been settled. You'd like to reset this 30 days on the DWAP docket, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lippert, is the case settled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We're gonna just understand you got to get the judgment within the next 30 days. You're gonna have to sign off on the judgment, Mr. Lippert. At this point, we're not awarding attorney's fees, but I have had situations like this where people feel like they don't have to sign off on the judgment. You need to sign off on the judgment when this baton sends it to you. If you don't, we'll have to reset this for trial and then you could owe more money. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So just make sure you did what you promised and you'll be, that'll be the end of this case for now at least. So Ronnie, go ahead and reset this case on the DWAP docket for 30 days.
Will do.
All right, Mr. Neff, did you reach your attorney? And oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Mutong, Mr. Lippert, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Neff, did you reach your attorney? You'll need to unmute, sir.
Yes, I did. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I talked to my attorney, Derek Prosser. He said he just filed it yesterday, so he hasn't had time to put in the suggestion of bankruptcy. I asked him if he would speak. He said, no, I won't get on a state court case. So I don't know what he meant by that, but he said that since I filed bankruptcy, any judgment would be moot because it would be written off with the Chapter 7. So that's all I know.
You said you had some kind of document.
Yes, sir. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, if you're going to share your screen.
Host disabled.
Oh, let me turn it on. Sorry.
There's the document I got yesterday.
Okay.
Can you zoom in a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger? I can't read the case number.
It's 2232360-7. What we would typically do in this situation is just close the case pending action in the bankruptcy court. But what are your thoughts?
I would at least request that it be abated until he filed the suggestion of bankruptcy, and I think after that we will more than likely dismiss and just file it in the under the bankruptcy.
All right, Rhonda, go ahead and put this on a 30-day DWAP for now. Mr.
Okay.
Neff, you're going to need to go ahead and your attorney needs to file a suggestion of bankruptcy. We're going to give you a little bit of time to do that. If he refuses to do that, then we'll go forward and then there'll be a judgment and the bankruptcy court can do something about it. But he needs to file a suggestion of bankruptcy, but he has 30 days to do it now.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, anything else, Ms. Parsons? And can you put in the notes, Ms. Pinson or Rhonda, if you could go and put in the notes just that it appears the plaintiff is to file bankruptcy.
Got it.
Ms. Parsons?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Neff?
No.